This is the warm-up for A and C Days Strong and Sculpted 2019 program, starting with 90-90 breathing, lying on your back, knees up, hips and knees 90 degrees, back stays in contact with the floor. You can put a hand on the belly, hand on the chest for feedback. You're going to take a breath in through the nose. The hand on the belly should go up as you breathe in, and then breathe out. Try to get all the air out. Feel this tightening up, squeezing all that air out. All right, that is 90-90 breathing. And then we're gonna come up, sitting up, and we're doing shin box switches. So start the feet open up a little bit here, hands back, and you take both knees down to the floor and bring that hand up off the ground. So the direction you're going towards, you can keep that hand down, and then you're going to switch. Hand goes down and rotate open. That's a shin box switch. You want to remind clients to keep their feet open and not move their feet. It's just a rotation. A lot of times people will go from here and then they go and they keep moving. The feet don't need to move at all. They just pivot around like this. They don't have to use their hands either. If they want to go here, that's cool too. Next is snake arms. So just after they finish that, they're sitting up tall and practicing one arm over, one hand behind, and reaching. Try to look straight ahead. Don't do this, don't round. Keep a nice tall spine. And just practice getting your hands as close as you can each side. Reach as far as you can and then switch. And then we're flipping over to baby crawl. Right here, knees elevated. Keep a nice flat back. Opposite arm and leg, move together. You can go forward and back, side to side. Doesn't matter. Cossack, hands on ground. So then we're going to get into a nice wide position here and walk from one side to the other. Walk the hands over. Every time they get into that Cossack, this knee needs to go straight. Toe comes up towards the ceiling. And remind them that both heels should be flat the whole time. Don't let their heels come off the ground. The toes come off and point up. The heel does not. Watch for their knees. Make sure their knee is pointing the same direction as the toe, tracking with the toes. It might be more up here for some people. That's okay. We're working on getting the butt down as much as you can. You should be feeling this adductor stretch and getting some hip mobility as well. All right, then we have shoulder breakers and loose hangs. There is only 5 stations for loose hangs, so if you have 5 or less people, everyone can go at the same time. If you have more than 5 people, you're going to have to split your group up. Some people are going to do shoulder hangs, while some people do, shoulder breakers, while some people do loose hangs, and then you switch them. A loose hang, we're going to use these straps. If they're down like this, it's too low for most of our clients to hang from, so just toss it over once, and that's going to raise it up enough that pretty much everyone can use it. If they're too tall for this, they can use the pull-up bars as well. Those are fun. So grab onto the straps here, palms facing forward, and get a nice grip, and then just slowly come down to a hang where you're letting your shoulders stretch. We're not staying packed. We're just letting everything kind of hang loose. That's why it's called a loose hang. And you can have the feet behind like this. If they want to pick up their feet, that's fine. If they're more comfortable with their feet in front, that's okay too. If they need a little extra support from their feet, they can't hold their body weight up for 30, it's about 30 seconds. And then shoulder breakers is right here, grabbing the stick, over and back, and then forward. Then we have a twist with stick. So they're gonna place the stick up on their shoulders, take a big step forward, and then whichever knee is forward, that's the side I'm going to twist with. So I'm bringing that same side elbow inside the knee and look up towards the ceiling and hold it here for the time. And then you'll say halfway or switch and go to the other side. Big step forward, twist in, look up. Do some deep breathing. Every time you breathe out, see if you can twist a little more open. And then it's overhead squat. So we go from there, press the stick up overhead, hold your elbows straight, and work on getting into a nice deep squat with the overhead. Coach them on what we're looking for here. We don't want them to be here, right? We want the stick over the head, keeping the elbows straight, keeping the ribs down, not arching the back, and keeping the heels down, pulling the hips down. Then it's gorilla hops, so set the stick down, and down to your squat, hands to the side, hop over, hands up in a squat, hands down, hop over, hands up. All right, that is the warm-up for A and C days.